morning to all participants, and I would like to seize this opportunity to express our gratitude to the organizers of this very laudable, event. I should just quickly hit the road running, believing that our protocols, have been observed. And I believe I have the nod to move on. Yes, good enough. Looking at the theme of the discourse, one would find that just like the keynote speaker had hinted, that there is a very, very big challenge. I don't see problem, rather I see challenges. What we call problem or problems in Nigeria should be seen as challenges that if we would take all the necessary steps with open minds and also observing the rule of law, certainly we will get better as a people. But unfortunately so, most of the time we come, on board at different fora to discuss Nigeria, to discuss constitution, to discuss the law, to discuss ourselves as a people. And linking it or connecting it to the theme of this discourse, reworking the Nigerian constitution. Let us look at it from this, angle. Each of us, what role have we been playing to rework or to remake Nigeria as a country? What role have we been playing, even in our very small enclave, wherever we find ourselves? Whilst not, insulating or do I call it excusing even lawyers, part of which I am and my colleagues. The question to all of us is, what role have we been playing all along? So I'll leave it there. It's more of a rhetorical question. Like my association, the Nigerian Bar Association, will always say, and that is what we stand for, promoting the rule of law. And as rightly put by the keynote speaker, rule of law indeed is perhaps the solution to our challenges, the application of the rule of law. But the question is, do we even enjoy the infrastructure to enthrone rule of law in Nigeria? Without begging the question at all, I think the answer is no. And why did I say this? Let us start from how the Constitution, as we speak, 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has amended. Of course, we must have had up to the 4th alteration. Even from the word go, is that constitution the constitution of the people? Is it people driven? These are questions begging for answers. And I bet you, as far as we do not answer these questions practically, instead of reworking on a yearly basis or on a monthly basis, or even quarterly, at any point in time, the reworking may not, come to play. There may not be light at the end of the tunnel. The Constitution is fraught with, a lot, of what some people will call, constitutional fraud, and what some people will call even a problem that emanated from the point when Nigeria was put together as a country. But at this point, where do we start from? Like I said, you and I, what role do we, tend to play? If I again want to take it from the angle of how much trust do we as a people have in our government, starting from the central government and the states government, or otherwise called the constituent units. In Nigeria today, are we even running a federal system that the Constitution dictates, even though the same Constitution speaks against itself in several provisions? Whilst not, taking too much of our time as to the technical aspect of this, I think, whether we like it or not, where we should start from is the Constitution is not our own constitution. Simply put, just like the keynote speaker also indicated, Chapter 2 of the Constitution that deals majorly about our social rights. Because as a country, the essence of government or the essence of governance is for the welfare of the people. And from the point you do not have this taken care of, where social rights are completely out of place, then you cannot even be talking about reworking. You can only be talking about, putting this whole thing together from the scratch. And until this is done, I am sorry. Because each time I personally think about Nigeria, a country called Nigeria, the worry you keep having on a daily basis is, will this country continue to work? Will this country, will we be able to resolve our challenges one day? Because on a daily basis, it gets worse. Are you talking about the people in government? Are you talking about the process of even getting to, to acquire political office? Are we talking about having the opportunity to lead the people. How have you been able to do this? Is it from the local government level to the federal? Even the people running this country today are not even sure what tomorrow will hold for you and I, even the leaders of this country, as we speak. So we're at a point where we should all, in fact, the agitation now should not be about regional secession, about even, I think the agitation now should be about having the opportunity of a civilian, a democracy, so to speak, that we have enjoyed since 1999, to sit down all together and tell ourselves the truth. Yes, we have done all this again and again, but it's another opportunity for us to sit down. The agitation should be more than ever, because there may never be a country called Nigeria in fact, in the nearest future. And this will come more like an implosion, so to speak. We are all feeling oppressed, economically, socially, politically. How many of us understands how the political parties come about even presenting candidates for election? You want to quickly come back to Lagos in the recent local government election? Can you please tell me how that came to be? So it is a matter of us knowing that this is what we need to do at this point in time and not wasting time over it. We need a new order. Without the new order, forget it. Social rights, completely, you don't even have any. Today, the energy supply, the rate of energy supply will be 100 naira per kilowatt. Before you know it, it is 220. Tomorrow, the next you will hear is that petrol is sold for 300. The same government that told you that subsidy was not the best for us before they came into place. It's the same government championing that cause. So where do you find the trust? So in all, we have lost the right to drive the government or to drive, our lives. We have voted. In fact, a lot of us don't even vote. I can at least, vouch that I vote at elections and I choose which. A lot of the elites don't even go out to vote. So if you don't, what year do you think this country will come aright? It is unfortunate that what you call value is lacking in everybody. Start from ordinary observing traffic rules. How many of us on this platform obey traffic rules? Before we would even begin to say the political head of a particular place has been, behaving recklessly. Nothing is working well in Nigeria. Without missing the point, let me just quickly, relate our case to that case of countries that we want to emulate, the countries that we believe we should learn from. Only a few days back, the governor of the state of New York resigned as a governor of a state. In Nigeria, a whole governor resigning. What that means is that all the people enjoying the largesse under him are also leaving. If indeed that is the way it works over there. But here, a governor resigning, it will never happen. In fact, the family members will curse that man, because it is a way of life here that having a political office means that your life, is you are made. So let's come back to the real issue. What are we reworking? And that's the real question I want us to come back to. If we don't come back to the table to say that this constitution, I want to say this loud and clear, is not the constitution of the people. The entire draft, the entire provisions, because the truth is all about the foundation of a structure. If the foundation is bad, no matter how much you want to try to remake, to redraft, amend, we will never be clean, even if doused into the soap of heaven. We may never be clean as a people. So we need a new order from our mind. Like I said, we need to reorientate ourselves. You don't have to wait for the government of the day. Because what makes a government? It is the people of that nation, that country, that enclave, that city. So if the people are not true to themselves, how do you even make a good government? How do you feel governance? When you have a constitution that says your right to education is not even enforceable. The word in legal term is justiciable. But what it means is that you cannot even go to court to say that government, you must educate me. You must feed me. You must clothe me. It is unfortunate that we have found ourselves in this. What we hear today is that a lot of young people move in droves out of this country. Is it in the medical profession? In every other strata of the society, people are moving, believing that it may never be well with this country. So what is the solution? Like I said earlier, I will repeat it again and again. This thing we call constitution is not our own constitution. From the word go, it is a bad document. And like they say, as lawyers, we hold a duty, and a big one, to the society as a whole. And I can quickly attribute that to the statement of the first of us, of the lawyers in Nigeria, Sakwara Williams, when he said, simply put, that lawyers are meant to lead for the advancement of the society. So if indeed we have the opportunity of this nature, and we cannot say it as it is, this is beyond legal languages, legal terminologies. This is beyond legal expertise. Because when the EndSARS protest started, at some point, some people started attacking, the supposed elites in the society. When it is time to attack the people that are perceived to be the problem of this country, I pray that as lawyers, we will not be the first to be reached. Thank you very much. I will leave it at this point. For any further observation, question and answer, I'll be very willing to take it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adeyemi. Thank you so much for that brilliant address.